For the next practice on releasing our lymphatic nodes, basically the lymphatic nodes along here are inner groin area where I'm putting my 2 balls, as you can see. Okay. Now, these are lacrosse ball. They are kind of tough, and this is a very sensitive area. So you might want to use your tennis ball if you have. And if this is too tough, to decrease the density of the ball, you can use put a towel on top. Okay. So you will see for yourself. Okay. Now to do this one, we're basically lying down, face down, and we're going to put our 2 balls on the linguinal ligaments where our nodes are, the lymph nodes are in our bikini line. You see, this is the bikini line, okay? And you're looking for trigger points. And I'm going to give you like maybe 3 or 4 minutes to do this, but go easy, okay? And this is how we would do it. So you're coming down, facing down, okay? Now put 1 ball onto your linguinal ligaments or your bikini line, and then the other ball. Oh, okay? Now, look how now I'm leaning in, it's less weight. Okay, so I come up to my elbows, right? If you want more, you tuck your toes under, you lift up your legs. And it's quite intense. Okay? So go easy, whichever option. Tucking your toes up and moving up and down like what I'm doing now is quite intense. Now if it's too much, just rest your entire upper thigh onto your mat. Okay? And then you can lean side to side. Breathe in. Be very, very gentle here, and I really mean it. The ball is on the bikini line, anywhere along this area. Anywhere along this area. Okay, so you could be moving a little bit slowly or in compression. Right, we'll be here for another 1.5 minutes. Breathe in. Go very easy. It's more intense if you tuck your toes under and go up and down. Okay? It is more intense. If you tuck your toes under and engage your bum up, it's more intense. If you relax, have your thigh onto the mat, top of your feet on the mat, is less. You could be moving side to side. Okay? Another 30 more seconds. So here you're looking for trigger points. So for this point, sometimes people don't feel it, and then the next day they really feel it. So go easy. And if you're on the lacrosse ball, if it's too much, you could put some cushioning by putting some towel on top of your ball. Okay? 20 more seconds. Breathe in. Bikini line, easiest way to remember, ball on your bikini line. Okay? Time's up. We're going to take the ball out and rest onto the mat. Just rest. Face down, or you could turn around like in Savasana. But actually it's nice to just, when you lift the ball out, and just rest your bikini line area onto the mat again. very, very slowly. Maybe come up to a seated so you can see me. So this is part one of the bikini line flow, okay, for your hip. So we've done here now, right? Now we're going to open up our groin area. Okay, remember we were tapping onto our groin. Now we're going to open up our groin, lying down if you have a block, okay? I can demo first, very quickly. We're lying down. I'm going to lift my bum up. So everyone has a block. We'll be doing this. It's more relaxing way, okay, rather than the traditional stretch for our inner groin. So if you have a block, you would be doing this. If you do not have a block, let me just sort out the people who do not have a block. You can just do the traditional, open up your legs and fold forward, okay? So this is one way you could be doing this, looking for an inner groin stretch. So spread your legs out this way and fold forward until you feel an appropriate edge. If 10 was maximum, we're looking 6 to 8. You might want to rest your head on a block or towel or cushion or something, okay? If you want to have the easy sloth way, all right? Sloth way is you would lie down and lift up your hips and put the block onto just right on top of your tailbone. Your block or your book would work for this, okay? You're going to lift up your legs in the air and just open them, and you get the same stretch. And this way you're letting gravity pull your feet down. And the other traditional way where you're seated, you're letting gravity pull your body down, okay? So for this one, the other way you can see me. So block, put a block under your tailbone, sacrum area. Lift up the legs, open up the legs. Yeah. So if you're doing the inverted supine way, you could bring the hips away from you, bring your hips towards you, or in the middle. Which one do you feel more stretch in your inner groin? That is the one. And those of you who are on the block, you know, you could do some easy, like a movement, like rocking side to side with your legs. It kind of feels nice as well. Okay, just let gravity do the work. You're just lying here, swimming, like flowing downstream, right? Like just for a moment, could we just drop our paddles of struggling upstream? Drop your paddles. You don't even need to turn your boat around because the current will take your boat around and take you downstream. And just surrender and let it flow. Okay, so it's one option. If you do not have a block and for some reason you do not like the lazy way, you could also be doing this in the same way, spreading your legs and folding forward. So whichever inner groin stretch that you're doing, we're just here for another 2 minutes. Okay, it can get quite intense if you're on the supine way. You might want to support your legs if it gets a bit too much. Okay, of course the other way to do this is against the wall as well. So if it gets too much, yeah, gravity gets too much, you can use your hands to support the outer edge of your thighs. Yeah. You can use your hands to touch your inner thigh area, inner groin area, like soothing it. Like how you caress a baby, caress your own inner thighs in this very pure way. Let's just go downstream, okay? Sometimes your legs might start to shake. And it does so long as then you ask yourself, am I in pain? Do you feel uncomfortable? You feel you're about to hurt yourself? And if the answer is no, all is well. Okay, it gets too intense, then maybe you can come out a bit earlier. The suggestion of the time is just a suggestion. There's never hard and fast rule. Self-care is coming from self-love. Healing, not hurting. Nourishing, not achieving. In flow, not against the flow. So wherever you are, it's time now to slowly exit. So if you're lying supine with on the block, you might want to use your hands to help you, to bring your knees, your legs in. Slowly, we can bend your knees, hug your knees in to a child's pose. Okay? If you're doing the traditional way, seated, slowly push yourself up. Okay, so now it's time. We want to get cozy and warm for your Savasana. Okay, so just give yourself permission to just rest now. Just rest. The Gift by Rumi. The guest house. This being human is a guest house. Every morning is a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if there are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So lying there, we can still close our practice together, and then you can continue to lie down and rest if you wish, or to get up for the rest of your day, or to continue into sleep if it's the middle of the night for you. Whatever it is, just inviting you to close the practice together as a group, bringing our palms together, meeting in the middle chest, the juicy, happy spot, that hub, middle chest. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, just slightly bow your chin forward, even if you're lying down, as a gesture to honor, a gesture of gratitude to yourself for showing up today on your therapeutic yoga mat, and for coming, gracing us with your presence on this earth, this lifetime. I like to end today with an immeasurable prayer for all beings. May all beings be filled with happiness and causes of happiness. May all beings be free of suffering and all causes of suffering. May all beings remain in unceasing, unending bliss. And may all beings stay in the middle in equanimity, without attachment and aversion for those near and far. May all beings melt and heal their blocks and always return moment and moment in flow. Thank you so much for your practice today.